This is the homework for Unit 7-4, Lesson 3. It goes with the lesson sticker sizes, so let's start. Warm up. It takes an ant farm 3 days to consume half of an apple. At that rate, how many days will it take an ant farm to consume 3 apples? So we talked about in class that using a table to determine a value we don't know in a proportional relationship is really helpful. So if I spread this out as days and apples, I know I can do in 3 days half of an apple. If I want to consume 3 apples, I need to figure out how to go from half to 3. I know I'd have to multiply by 6. 6 times 3 is 18 days. The next question. A snail is moving away from a rock. The equation d equals 3t represents the relationship between the distance d in inches that the snail is from the rock and the time t in minutes. What does the number 3 represent in this equation? Well, thinking back, I know y equals kx. So what would fall in here is the 3. So 3 is the constant of proportionality. And what it means is that a snail moves, or its speed is 3 inches per minute. So how many minutes does it take for a snail to reach 9 inches? So the distance is 9, and 3 times something would give me my answer. I know 3 times 3 is 9, so it would take 3 minutes. And how far after 9 minutes, we want to know the distance. If I do 3 times the time, you'd be 27 inches away. Now at the deli counter, somebody buys 1 3/4 pounds of ham for $14.50. Somebody buys 2.5 pounds of turkey for $26.25. And someone buys 3/8 a pound of roast beef for $5.50. So, one way I could do this, if I looked at the ham, I could have $14.50 divided by 1 3/4, which is the same as 1 7/75 if you're doing this on a calculator. And if I did this out, I could have 14.50 divided by 1.75, and I would get around, because I'm going to round it, 8 2/29. So $8.29 per pound. Same thing with the turkey. So $26.25 divided by 2.5. So I'm going to do on my calculator $26.25 divided by 2.5. It's going to give me $10.50 per pound. And then I'll do the roast beef, $5.50 divided by 3/8. I'll do this out. It gives me about $14.67 per pound. So the most expensive looks like it's going to be roast beef. And the least expensive looks like it is ham. So we had to find the unit rate, or how much per pound, to be able to compare them. The next one says Angel checks out 12 library books and Enola checks out a third less. How many books does Enola check out? So let's say I had a little tape diagram here. It was into thirds. If it was 12 was 100% or 3 out of 3. I could split 12 up into 4s, 4, 4, and 4. So if she took out 1/3 less, she would take out 8 books. The next one says, to make a shade of paint called Jasper Green, mix 4 quarts of green paint with 2/3 a cup of black paint. So we have green paint and black paint. So 4 quarts of green paint, 2/3 of black paint. How much green paint should I mix with 4 cups of black paint to make Jasper Green? So to figure this out, I'm going to do 4. I'm going to find that constant of proportionality or my scale factor. So I'm going to do 4 divided by 2/3. So I'm going to keep, change, and flip. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. So he would need 6 quarts of green. I'm sorry, it's 6 times 6. So 6 times 4, it should be 24 quarts of green paint. Good job. That was to you and not to myself. I don't know why I said that. So last one. Could a circle have both a diameter of 7 and 2/10 inches and a circumference of 28? So let's find out. Circumference equals pi times diameter. So 3.14 times 7.2. I'm going to do on my calculator. 3.14 times 7.2 would give me 22 and 608. So no, it is not a match. It is not 28 inches. We are not going to do the Explore. And you guys did a good job. We can go over this more in class if you have questions. Thank you.